What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. 2021 is already beginning to outpace 2020 when it pertains to notable passings in the entertainment and sports worlds. Uh, so, more sad news, man, and that's that Leon Spinks, the older of the Spinks brothers, who was best known for shocking the sports world back in 1978 by upsetting and beating the greatest, died Friday night at age 67, according to the firm PR which represents him. Spinks had been battling both prostate and other forms of cancer. The St. Louis native, who had won a gold medal as a light heavyweight at the 1976 Olympics, was just 13 months and 8 fights into his pro boxing career when he stepped into a ring in Las Vegas on February 15, 1978, against Ali. Spinks, who was a heavy underdog who had never gone beyond 10 rounds at that point, came right after the champ, who was 36 years old and clearly on the downside of his career, and might I add, also was clearly symptomatic of the Parkinson's disease that he would be diagnosed with 6 years later. Spinks, who was then just 24 years old, had enough endurance to survive a 15-round flurry by Ali and provided one of his own in the closing seconds. The split decision went to Spinks, who flashed his famous gap-toothed grin after becoming the only fighter to take a title from Ali in the ring. That would end up being the highlight of his boxing career. First, he was stripped of the WBC title for refusing to defend against top contender Ken Norton. Instead, Spinks chose a rematch with Ali, who took back the WBA title in a unanimous decision at the Superdome in New Orleans 7 months after their first bout. Spinks would fight just once more for the heavyweight title. A TKO loss to Larry Holmes for the WBC belt in June of 1981. He then dropped down to the cruiserweight division, but lost his only title shot to Dwight Muhammad Kawhi, on a six-round TKO in March of '86. Spinks retired at age 42 after losing an unanimous decision to Fred Upe in December 1995 and finished his career with an unremarkable record of 26 wins, 17 losses, 3 draws, with 14 KOs. Spinks, who battled in wrestling and mixed martial arts later in his career, dealt with financial and medical problems later in life. In 2014, he suffered intestinal damage and was hospitalized after swallowing a piece of chicken bone. It led to multiple surgeries. In 2019, he was in and out of hospital while undergoing treatment for prostate cancer. Spinks was the brother of Hall of Fame former heavyweight and light heavyweight champion Michael Spinks and the father of former undisputed welterweight world champion Corey Spinks. He was 67 years old. May he rest in